Oh, I will remove. Oh, you're here already. Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Rowena de la Cruz from Calgary, Alberta. You are watching the uh, 10th episode of a Straight from the Heart chat with Rowena, and I have this amazing guest today, and you already see her. Isn't it? She's so beautiful. Like early in the morning, I told her yesterday, you look like a showbiz personality.
Oh, thank you. You're so
because and this is Ivy Wilhelm from California, USA, and she's a mom of three beautiful daughters. Her daughters are beautiful, just like her, um, and very successful digital business. And well, I will not talk about more of her because then, if I ask her to introduce herself, she won't say anything. Hi, Ivy. How
Hi,
are you?
Rowena. Good morning. How are you?
Good, and it's a beautiful day here in Calgary. How's the weather there in California? Always
It's great.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's the perfect weather. I can't complain.
I know. Okay, let's get to it. We are. I know you're busy. You are working. You have three kids, and you're doing a business. Man, I don't know how you do it, but you will tell us later. So, let's go to our first question. And I already mentioned who are you a little bit. So, tell us who Ivy Wilhelm is, and what do you do, and what is your background?
Sure. So hi, everybody. My name is Ivy, like Rowena mentioned. I am a working mom of three from California. I have lived in like four different countries. I've worked in many different industries. And, one thing, really changed though when I became a mother. I went from really wanting to build a name for myself to really want to build my career to basically just finding ways to be able to really be present as a mother and a wife, but still be able to have something for me and not just literally be at home all day, every day. And so I guess that's basically how I ended up here.
It's yeah, three, and I think one of your career is a flight attendant. That's why I kind of like
Yes.
it because that's kind of, and you are the epitome of a flight attendant. Like really, my
Yes,
son, yeah, and
I was a flight attendant for Emirates Airline in Dubai.
oh wow, that's
Mhm.
amazing. That's why you transferred to different places.
Well, so my family's originally from the my parents are originally from the Philippines, but I was born in the United States. But unlike most people that move from the Philippines and migrate to the United States, they moved me to the Philippines because they wanted me to learn more about the culture and just everything and meet my family and such. And so I moved there, and then I moved to Singapore to be with my fiance at the time, who is now my husband, obviously. And then while I was there, I applied for Emirates in Dubai. I got in, and so I
Wow.
moved back there. And and then I moved back to Singapore after I had my first baby.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's actually you have all those culture you learn from these different countries. So are your kids know a little bit of Tagalog now?
You know what? I actually talked to them in Tagalog.
You are.
I do. They don't. The oldest one kind of understands it more than the others. But yeah, I talk to them a lot of times. They'll just look at me with a blank stare, but they'll pick up on it eventually because that's what I did to my oldest one. And now, like, if I tell her, like, kunin mo nga yun or something, then she's like, if she feels like doing it, she'll understand me. But if she doesn't, then she's like, what?
Yeah, my daughter is like that too. Can you teach me? And then she's like, okay, no.
Yeah.
But when she talked to my parents, she's like, "Mommy, you really need to teach me because I want to understand my grandparents." I said, "Well, you need to learn and be interested in learning."
Yeah.
And anyway, so let's not segue to another. So it's amazing how your background is. I know you work as well, and then you also like, how do you do all this thing? Like three kids. I have only one, and I find it a lot of work. And you have three. You have work to do, and then you do amazingly in the business because you just reach a milestone, and I will not talk about that later. And yeah, so how do you do this?
A lot of it has to do with proper time management. Obviously, the beauty of our business is that you can run it at a time and pace that's convenient for you. And so for
Yeah.
me, that's early morning before the craziness starts.
Mhm.
And, late at night after everyone has gone to bed, or just in between as I'm waiting for them while they're doing ballet lessons or art classes or just whenever I have a spare moment. And
Mm-hmm.
it's because our business doesn't require you to actually clock in certain hours in order to efficiently run your business. That's the reason why I can run a business and do everything else at the same
Oh, yeah,
time.
yeah. Okay, so let's go to this second question here. And can you tell me a story of your life that made you stronger and drove you to find change? I know we have lots of those.
I think mine was really becoming a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, my husband and I had been together for a very, very long time before we got, not really very long, but a long time before we got married. And then we got married, and I was just getting used to being labeled as a wife. And then all of a sudden, boom, I was a mother. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what to do with this thing. She doesn't come with a manual. Like, what if what if I can't take care of her? I don't know what to do with her. And then I'd ask my mom, and she'd just be like, well, I don't remember. So I would just Google everything. And I feel like the moment I had my daughter, there was just this overwhelming feeling of love that I never knew was possible, as cheesy as it sounds, which really drove me to just change my whole perspective. All my
Mm-hmm.
priorities changed. And for me, like I said, it went from being very career driven to I want to be present for my family. And so that's why when I moved back to the United States, instead of actually looking for a career, I just found a job. And that was one that would give me the flexibility to be present as a mom and a wife and be able to leave in the middle of the day if I have to for a school presentation or something. But after some time, that kind of got a little bit, I felt like the learning ended, my growth ended, and I wasn't maximizing my full potential. And that's when I started to think about, other things that I could do.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Isn't it different, eh? When you become a mother, your everything changed. Like for me, when I don't have my daughter, it's like I'm just like, I was sent somewhere by my company 4 days, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, like, hey, why not stay in Hawaii for 4 days? Okay. But now it's like, no. When I had Michaela, it's like the first time I went on a pairing. I was crying, and my
Yeah.
husband, yeah, my husband at the time, if you keep on uh, calling like that, crying, you're not talking to her because she's
Yeah.
crying too. So we're
Yeah.
both like, so yeah, it's so different, totally different when
It
you
is.
become a mother. Hey.
It truly is.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing, Rowena, is I always wanted to be a flight attendant. That was
Mm-hmm.
like the number one job that I wanted to experience, at least for a certain period of time in my life. And
Yeah.
the moment I became a mother, just like that, I was willing to give it up because I didn't not want to be around. I didn't want someone else taking care of her. I don't not want to be there for bedtime. It was just, you can't
I
choose
know.
your roster. So,
No, I know. It's just so different. I was just talking a while ago with a flight attendant friend as well. She's my guest last week, and the milestone that we miss, or I miss, and I can't even right now to make it up. It's different, because you miss that part. Like when she was 3 years old, you're not there,
mhm.
and now she's not. It's totally different. Even you try to make up, but good on you for making that decision. Okay, let's go to the question here. And when did you choose to work online? Tell us your pain and your why. Probably it's part of the attached to what changed
Yes.
on the second question. Yeah.
So I started working online about a year and a half ago at this point. I wasn't really looking to work online. It essentially found me. I was on Facebook, like many of us were, and saw an ad. And I looked into it further, and I realized that it was something that I could do without having to compromise my full time job. I could do it on the side. I wouldn't have to sacrifice quality time with my family, and just the system behind it all and the automation, etc. It's just difficult to say no to such an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, it's isn't it amazing how this like for me same thing. I did not look for it. I'm actually looking for something because I got laid off last year because of the pandemic, and that's boom. I was like, okay, what will I do now? I don't
Mhm.
want to go back to the 9 to 5 grind, because the reason why I'm looking for something, because I want to spend more time with my daughter, and if I do that, then I will be gone 8 something to. I said I well, it started again. I said no. And then this came up, and I said, oh, this, I can do this. Of course, I did the due diligence of
Yeah.
investigating, and I love it. And look, we're not even we did not even met before, and here you are guesting on my show. So thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Early morning. I know you are an early riser, which is good.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, and so I know you already have I know the milestone you receive. You just received a really good milestone, and I believe you're working on being a coach.
Yes.
And so uh, our viewers probably will not know. So share us your biggest achievement or result since you started your business.
Oh, well, I've just reached a most recent milestone, like we said. But honestly, more than just the financial reward itself, I definitely feel like the personal growth and development and being able to live my life with such a passion and purpose every day, be able to help people, essentially be blessed to be a blessing to others more
Yeah.
than anything. That's such a big achievement, right? I mean, every day we wake up in the position to be able to actually help people figure out ways to reach their goals. I mean, how many people can say that about their
Yeah.
day-to-day jobs, right? So more than anything, I would definitely say that's it. Just being able to live life with purpose, and the growth and development. Like I said, at a certain point in your life, well, for me at least, I got so comfortable in a certain little bubble that was comfortable and safe. And I was kind of scared to get out of that, because it's like, this is not within my comfort zone. What if I fail? What if I get rejected? What if I make a fool of myself? There's so many questions that go on in your head, and it's really hard to break out of that bubble. But I think definitely being able to cross that barrier and see the
Mhm.
other side is definitely my biggest achievement.
It is, yeah, yeah. Well, because when you do some side hustle, it's common. You're looking for some financial, and that's given. And but you're right on that. Helping others achieve their goal is totally, it's achieving as well. It's kind of lifting you up as well. It's
Mhm.
like, oh, you know what? And then being a mentor, like, I thank goodness I'm good. I did my purpose as a mentor. I help someone, which is great because that's last forever if that
Yeah.
person so you have made a big impression on other people's life. And I actually love watching your page because you're just like I said, man, she has full of knowledge and like what
Uh,
to post. And then when like you're vacationing, your kids involved, it's just amazing how to I really love watching your
Thank you.
page. Okay, I have a few comment here. Let's just before we go on to other. Let's see this. Oh, someone is saying hello from Toronto,
Hi, Abby.
and Mommy Grace is
Hi,
is
mommy.
watching as well. Thank you so much for. There's few more, but I can't. I don't know. I'm still learning on the StreamYard. Because there's three things that we're doing here, my personal and Facebook business, and then YouTube. So I don't know which one I'm pressing. So see, I'm not tech savvy, but I'm learning. This is the
Yeah.
good thing about our business, eh?
Mhm.
And now let's talk about favorite. I have so many favorite about our business, but I do believe you have a lot as well. So let me know. let
Oh my gosh. There's just so many things. I mean, there's so many things to love. The community is amazing. The support that you get is honestly like no other. And it's even from people that you aren't really truly connected to. There are so many people all around the world willing to help. And it's beautiful because no matter what time of day you're working, if you have a question, you'll find someone somewhere who can
yeah.
help you out. Number two, just the flexibility. Being able to work at your own time and pace is priceless, especially for mothers, because you can basically spend the rest of your day focusing on your family or whatever it is you need to do and spend your own time working on your business whenever that works for you. And that goes with training. You don't have to clock in at an exact time in order to do your training. Again, you work at it at your own time and pace. It's mostly video format, very step by step. There's just so many things to love. The fact that it runs in the background 24/7, you don't have to be working. Like if you were still a flight attendant or I was still a flight attendant, we could be on a flight and, our business would be getting results in the background. We'd land at a layover and be like, oh, hello, hi.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Yeah. There's just so many things to love. I could go on and on. How long is this chat?
I know, hey, so many. That's why I said few, name few. But yeah, you're right with that. Your community, as I already told you, folks, Ivy and I don't know. We just know each other like through name, but we never met. But
Mhm,
they're willing to help. Like the it's not really requirement for us to do this interview.
mhm,
It's just that for me, it helps me because I can learn from Ivy, and everyone who's watching today can learn from her. That's why we're doing this. But it's not required to for being a digital business to do this. It's just my comfort zone that hey. I talk a lot anyway on the airplane. Why not talk a lot here? Hey, so that's what I do. So that's one thing she mentioned about the flexibility, the community, and many more. But the training, which is amazing. And tonight, folks, we have. I see. I need to put this again. Um, we have actually our complimentary webinar. It doesn't cost you anything. It will give you some learning, definitely, whether you join or not. So it's at 6 o'clock my time, and then of course 5 p.m. Ivy's time, and you can log on our. This is my website, Lucy. I'm not even know what I'm doing here, and I
You got
can
it.
yeah, and I can see Ivy website. What is your website, Ivy? I was thinking of.
Oh, it's www.ivywilhelm.com.
Yeah, so there you go. And folks, as I said, we said Ivy and I she's doing this barely, not even 2 years, and she's getting good result. And it doesn't require you to work really clock in, like put a time in. It's your own time on your own pace. Like really, it's amazing. So give it a try. And so for those who are watching right now, who doesn't belong on this community that we belong, those who are just like happen to watch, what can you tell them? Like any advice or any uh, important message for them?
I feel like, it is normal to feel doubtful of online opportunities, especially if it's from someone that you have never met before. However, you know what? The world is changing, everything's going digital. And what we offer is a free workshop that gives you a gist of exactly what we do, how we do it, how it has changed lives. And all it takes is 90 minutes of your time to watch it. It's free. Just watch it. You don't even have to watch it live. You can watch it again at your own time and pace. So if you're interested, just go ahead and do it. Watch it. Don't just sit there silently watching, because before you know it, you've wasted a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you could have been working on building your business and building something for your family.
Yeah, and help people, just like
Yeah.
you know what? There's a lot of people out there who needed help, and it just like probably what you call this as a human, it's able to help others. That's
Mhm.
our greatest goal as a human race. So I don't know why but anyway, I am so happy that you came by this morning. I know you're busy mom, and I will not take more of your time. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for facing this live chat. And I'll be watching you. I'll see you at the, every day in there. And I know you will get your goal. And
Thank
congratulations
you.
in advance for being a coach, because I know you will nail that. And
Thank you.
yeah, and so again, Ivy, I can't thank you enough for doing this. And regards to your three beautiful Marias, Tres Marias,
Yes.
and yeah, have fun and enjoy your weather there. Thank you again for coming in here.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Rowena.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.